Would you like to become a software engineer, but you constantly feel lost with so many things to learn? Well, let me tell you, the journey won't be easy, but will be very rewarding. I can speak for myself, especially if you're just starting out, with so many positions asking for so many years of experience in so many things, and can be very overwhelming. Hi, I'm Aleph Pérez, and I talk about career in computer science and software engineer. My goal with this video is to teach you how to become a software engineer in 2024. The year is almost over, which is, at least for me, it's a perfect time to start writing my goals for the next year. The industry is not as used to be, and before the pandemic, the software engineering world was booming. But now, with investments more conservative and the inflation is rising, the market is pretty difficult right now for beginners. If you are wondering about layoffs, I know. I'm going to talk about layoffs in another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite programming languages for beginners, and more important than that, I'm going to talk about 2 of my important advices for beginners out there. So let's dive right in. I don't know exactly where you are as a beginner to become a software engineer, but if I were starting out today, I would feel lost, as entry-level jobs in software engineer asking too much for a beginner. In terms of salary, one of the most sought after benefits of becoming a software engineer, I won't mention it as much because I believe that you can earn well in any of the languages in this video. You just need to build your skill set along the way. Alright, enough bullshit, and let's go to the tip number 1. Allocate time. I've been there. When I started programming my first project, I was really excited for the learning opportunity, but I wasn't excited at all for the things that I was learning at the time. And for that, you need to allocate time to learn different things, and you need just to find out what is more interesting to you. And that's my advice to you. You should allocate time to experiment in different things, learn different areas, and learn different programming languages. You don't need to become an expert in any specific programming languages. You just need to try and find something that is interesting to you. So allocate time to learn different areas and different tech. It's alright to try different things. Don't feel guilty about that. Programming is hard, so try to find your comfort zone, at least in the beginning. Now let's talk about what you need to avoid. As someone new, low-level programming languages tend to be actually tricky, because most of the times you're going to spend learning things that are tailored to that specific programming language, which otherwise would get it for free if you're just, say, starting out with high-level programming languages. However, if you share a passion that requires you to learn a low-level programming language, it's okay to stick with it. You just need to assess your situation so you don't get burned out with things that are very specific to low-level programming languages. Now let's talk about the 4 programming languages that I would like to recommend you to start out as a beginner. In this industry, it's easy to get bombarded with confusing tips and courses, recommendations, and articles, and many tech influencers recommending different things, like myself maybe. So remember my first tip, it's okay to try different things. Now, here are my 4 programming languages I think you should try. The first in this list is JavaScript, a widely known programming language, and it's very easy for beginners. I highly recommend this programming language for beginners because it allows you to build web applications so you can share with a browser, which is accessible pretty much everywhere. So you can share, change, and tweak as you go, so you can make progress easily. And think about it, JavaScript is just pretty much everywhere on the internet today. Currently used by an impressive 98.5% on the internet. In terms of where you can actually learn the language, you don't need to spend a ton of money into courses. You could just go to freecodecamp.org and get a high quality training for free. You can learn the basics of the language and then move to algorithms. Later down the line, you can pick up any of the most used JavaScript frameworks out there in the job market. If you like a particular website, a good exercise is to actually try to build a simplified version of that. It will help you keep you engaged in learning the language and also build your expertise. Now let's discuss Python, a general programming language that is very popular in the developer community. When I say general programming language, I mean that Python can be actually used for different tasks like game development, web development, backend development, full stack applications, data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. And that's a lot. Python is very popular in the field of AI and machine learning. And in the era of ChatGPT, having some Python knowledge can be a key differentiator for you. Not only that, but the jobs in the AI field is in all-time high right now, and my guess it will continue to be the case for years to come. According to Stack Overflow survey, Python is among the most wanted to learn programming languages in the developer community. If you want to stand out in the area of data science and artificial intelligence, the more you know about statistics, linear algebra, the better. These two fields rely a lot on implementing statistics and mathematical models, and gaining expertise in them can help you boost your career. You don't need to be a genius, you just need to know the theory behind it to stand out. When I need to learn statistics and math, my go-to website is Khan Academy. There is a wide range of courses in concepts that you can actually learn for free. Now, the last two programming languages that I want to talk about in this video go hand in hand, but I want to talk about Kotlin first. Kotlin is my favorite programming language as I'm an Android developer. You can use this language in any scenario where you can actually use Java. And Kotlin is a very flexible language with a lot of syntax sugar, which simplifies a lot of mundane code you need to write, especially if you come to learn Kotlin after learning Java. The standard library is great. You get features like extension functions, data classes, sealed classes, and of course, a functional programming support. There are many features to talk about Kotlin, but I need to keep it short. The reason why I'm recommending Kotlin for you is because we're seeing a rise of declarative programming style with Kotlin multi-platform and Flutter. In most of the cases, declarative programming is an alternative of the imperative programming style. Another benefit of Kotlin is that you can actually write user interfaces for Android and iOS. JetBrains, which is a company behind Kotlin, is pushing right now a new technology called Kotlin multi-platform, which is a neat way to have a single code base to build mobile applications for Android and iOS at the same time. Although it's still under development right now by JetBrains, it is a very promising technology. Also, if you're looking to become a backend developer, you can use Kotlin with Spring Boot, which is a framework in the developer community to create microservices, which is an industry favorite right now. Finally, let's talk about the last programming language. Let's talk about the Java in the room. This language specifically holds a special place in my heart, as kickstarted my career as a mobile engineer 6 years ago. Java not only is versatile, but can be used in a multitude of applications similar to Python. Java is pretty much everywhere in the large tech company. What's more, there's still a robust market for Java developers out there. And if you're seeking for your first opportunity, Java is a great language to start. If you're looking for social proof that Java is a great language, please tell me no more. You know Netflix, right? So Netflix uses Java extensively in their backend systems. Think of how complex build a company like Netflix, and to deliver that kind of technology to millions of users worldwide. As a plus, there's a wealth of courses, training, and free materials out there to learn the language, making the whole process to learn Java a breeze. So by now I think you have a clear idea of the languages that you need to try as a beginner. Well, there are a lot of different programming languages out there, but the languages that I talked about in this video should give you a good direction and maybe even help you to get your first job. That's what I did to land my first opportunity, and if I did it, I think you have a great chance to do it too. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm planning to make a video about the tech layoffs. That might be right here. That's all for this video, and if you'd like to see more content like this, you know what you need to do, right? Just subscribe. If you decided to learn any of the languages in this video, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Bye.